Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back to my playthrough of Faithful Ataraxia. So we'll continue the adventure. Hopefully we'll get to KOIKOI, but I don't think so. Because we stopped right before the final day, the fourth day. And so we'll have to do the Avenger Awakening scene, I think. And then I don't know if there's anything else that's gonna happen, but that's gonna take a whole bunch of time. So I don't know if we'll reach it, but I promise you, I will reach KOIKOI, and I will play Anafuda. I promise you, on my soul. So let's start the game, and we'll continue. And there we go. Endless crosses, turnless. So there's nothing there. Let's see Ilya. Yeah, there's nothing there. So let's go talk to Ilya. After a long trek, I finally arrive at the forest outside of town. It should take me about 2 hours from here to reach the Ansburn castle. I'm starting to become familiar with that place. Hey there, Hercules. Heracles. Something tremendous is blocking the entrance to the forest.
もしもし、ここで何をしてるのか聞いていいかな?
Well, that was a low growl. Hopefully you heard it. He doesn't answer. Can't even tell if that's a yes or a no.
門番なのかな。森に入りたいんだけど、いいかな。イリアに用があるんだけど。
He doesn't answer. He doesn't even grunt or shake his head. If he isn't saying anything, that means I can go ahead, right? Well, we've seen each other before, so Berserker probably knows who I am.
よし。それじゃあ、ちょっと通りますよ。
I raise a hand and walk past him. Well, calm down, buddy. The monster roars. The sheer force of his voice declaring that he'll hurl me back into Miyama if I take another step.
ダメですか? 今日は帰れと言いたいのでしょうか?
The greater Berserker starts to rage even more. I have no idea what he's trying to say. Someone please interpret.
物分かりの悪いお客様ね。約束もないのにレディの家に行こうだなんて追い返されて当然でしょ。ってあれ誰かと思えばシロは
Sorry, I thought she was gonna she was finished talking, but apparently not.
イリア。
そうだよ。こんにちはお兄ちゃん。ここで会うのは珍しいね。
Ilya waves cheerfully at me. So I have to say, you can really see the blueprint of what will come later, like in Mahoyo and in the Tsukihime remake, with the sprite play. Because right here they're already playing with the sprites. Like she has her happy hands in the air sprite, and you see it in the background just before Berserker. That's the style that's gonna come in full force in Mahoyo later. Let's just fix this. Yeah, perfectly. Nice. So Ilya waves cheerfully at me. But she doesn't step out of the forest, for some reason.
おいイリア、ちょっと城に行きたいんでバサカにどいてくれって言ってくれないか。
そっか、シロ私に会いに来たんじゃなくてお城に行きたいんだ。それじゃあダメ。当家は第2条建設中につきしばらく来訪をお断りしています。女の子の気持ちがわからないシロはおとなしく町に帰ってください。
Yeah, so that's definitely the path to KOIKOI, I think. Bye, waves Ilya. Even if I tried to stop her, an impassable wall of muscle blocks my path.
いや待った。城に行きたいってのとイリアに会いたいってのは同義だと思う。
I stick to the facts. Even I know how to consider a girl's feelings.
シロにしては上出来だけどやっぱりダメ。
Yeah, no, that's not what she said. She just said that's pretty nice of you, but no.
だってお城には何もないもの。シロが来てもいいことなんてないし、聖杯戦争の手がかりもない。うちを調べるぐらいなら街を歩き回ってた方が建設的よ。
Yeah, but I want to play KOIKOI. And if I recall correctly, you're you're the path to it.
そんなことない。イリアの城は面白い。
It's incredible inside. I can always see Ilya there, and Sela and Lace are there too. Wait, I haven't played the remastered, but did they also shorten her name as Lace? Is it still Lizrit, or did they recon her name? I don't know. But it bothers me just to say it written like that, Lace. Reminds me of the of the chips, the Lay's chips. And Lay's deserves better than to share a name with a chip company that doesn't even fill their chip bag with chips, but half of the bag is filled with air instead. That's so fucking bad. There might even be clues about the Holy Grail war there, if I look. Ilya's a master too. Even if there's nothing in her castle, Ilya could be in some trouble.
もう考えてること丸分かりなんだから。シロにはあんまり来てほしくないんだけど、ここで断っても懲りずに何度もやってくるだろうしな。いいわ。どうしてもって言うなら考えてあげる。どうせ追い返してもやってくるんだものね。それならそれでちょっと変わった出し物を用意してあげましょう。
Her somber expression suddenly changes into a bewitching grin. That's the face of an imp plotting some exceptional mischief.
おいイリア、なんかよからぬアイデアひらめいてないか。
I think it's admirable of her to welcome a guest. No need to get bogged down in the details.
そうね。そうと決まれば急いで準備しなくっちゃ。
So, what she's planning the Ilya Castle minigame. And if you've played Fate Grand Order this year, I think they released it in global. There was an event, Ilya's Castle Escape event or something like that. That's inspired by a whole Ataraxia's minigame. That's where even Berserker comes from.
森を開いて絶壁を作ってちゃんと出迎えの戦車も用意してと。そうそう、セラとリズにも出番をあげなくっちゃ主人失格よね。
Yeah, I hear her say Lazerit and not Laze. I don't know why they change it in the localization. She isn't listening. I can hear Ilya's magic circuits whirring at maximum rotation. From what I've heard, Ilya's magecraft can skip over theory and produce concrete results. Maybe it's because she's a miniature Holy Grail. Whatever Ilya wants to do or wishes for will come true as long as it's within the limits of her magical energy, whether she knows the specific method to accomplish it or not. Or so I'm told.
やっぱり海峡は必要よね。あれなくして何が城攻めかって感じ。迷路は私の魔力量じゃそこまでは無理っぽいな。
Something that can be undone is unfolding at frenetic pace before my eyes. She's using the wish-granting power of the Holy Grail for the silliest reasons.
なあイリア、俺城に行きたいだけなんだけど。
準備ができたら喜んで招待してあげるわ。その時まで束の間の平和を謳歌してなさい。覚悟してね、お兄ちゃん。完成の暁にはこれでもかっていうぐらいキリキリ舞にしてあげるんだから。
Ilya disappears into the mist, leaving me with a death sentence.
なんか雲行きが怪しくなってきた。
It's starting to sound like I'll have to endure some terrifying trials to even reach the Einsburn castle. The giant stands there silently. Somehow, I sense he's encouraging me with the don't lose heart, lad. Yeah. Well. Now let's see. So we can advance the plot with Lancer, or we can go to school. Or to Ryudo Temple. I don't know. Let's go to school, perhaps we'll hit Taiga. I don't know who's in the hallway. So let's see. I finish my lunch and walk around the school in the afternoon. It's a weekend, but there are figures here and there in the hallway. It must be the students working hard at their club activities. There's no doubt that the other building where the music room or the art room is more lively. I look back for some reason. There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. What's strange is that there's no reason at all to look back. I suddenly feel like drinking tea, so I head to the student council room. When I peer into the classroom from the hallway, I see some students. The hallway isn't completely silent. Behind me is just quiet. As I'm walking, I hear people's voices ahead of me, but the hallway, when I look behind me, is quiet, like it exists in a different world.
なんで振り返ったんだろう、俺。
There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. There's no reason to look behind me. It would make sense if I had some reason, like having the chills, but I just look ambitiously behind me. But just looking ambiguously behind me is eerie. They say that scary stories are trending, but depending on how you see it, wouldn't this be considered a scary story too? A mystery where things behind me bother me for no reason.
まあ、この時期の学校らしいといえばらしいのか。
Exams are near. Oh, sorry about that. Exams are near, and there are a lot of students that are mentally sensitive. Just give me a second so it doesn't happen again. I put my cell phone on mute. Yeah, I heard that. There are lots of things to think about during these 4 days. and I might be just tired without realizing it.
そうだな。おとなしく帰って休もう。
I can go to the student council room another time. I walk through the hallway, restrain myself from wanting to look back many times and leave school. That's all? Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Is it control to skip? Yeah. So I have no choice but to investigate that town at night by myself. Okay, Shiro, you're gonna die. The moment I decide to step outside, I feel unwell. Is it a gut feeling or a familiar terror? I think it's time to leave, but I feel I'm a little timid.
さて、街の様子を見に行かないと。
I get up and reach for the sliding door. Just before I depart, I take one look back at my room and engrave its sight into my memory. The night is frigid. As soon as I step outside, I feel as if I've been thrust in a different world. The only part of it that feels real is the Emiya house, while the rest of Fuyuki flickers like a mirage. Disappear, disappear, disappear. I can hear bestial panting through the mist. There's no sign of anyone in town. I don't know who's responsible for this situation, but they've finally shown their true colors. Kill you, kill you, kill you.
人がいない。これじゃ本当に。
A world where everything has died. All I see are ruined houses, broken doors, smashed windows, bloodied gardens, and when I look inside, I see the remains of utter butchery. Everything is wrong. What's especially off is how there isn't a single dismembered hunk of flesh or dead person in sight. Still, it's clear what happened here. It's crystal clear what happened here. Unknown emotions irritate my brain. An exquisite balance of rage and disgust fills my mind. I despise the mass murderer I've yet to lay eyes on. Oh, sorry about that. I despise the mass murderer I've yet to lay eyes on. That was strangely difficult to say. Can't see anything anymore.
誰だ？お前は何だ？
I follow the echoing rasps. The howls are a voiceless voice directed at me. Animosity and appeal are directed at me from all sides. Enmity and envy. I feel so revolted, I want to vomit. I hate envy you, I hate envy you, I hate envy you, I hate envy you. So that's also anger. But I think that's obvious. Howls turn into roars. As much as I want to deny it, the things that's howling is right in front of me.
なんだこいつ。
I've seen this somewhere before, where I can't recall where right now. Just a little longer. Once midnight passes, I'll remember if someone tells me. Oh, it creaks and howls, so there was some static, but I guess I accidentally skipped past it. Sorry about that. Yeah, just like that. It's a frequency outside the audible range. The thing howls in a voice no human can hear. Do you only want to save yourself? The beast rears its head. It looks at me and charges with a shrieking rake of its claws. I leap backwards out of the way. The beast wildly swipes at me. If those guillotine-like claws get me, I'm finished. But this isn't my first rodeo. Compared to sparring with Saber, this is child's play. It has little chance of hitting me, but the beast keeps attacking obsessively. With each attack, the swing becomes fiercer, and it seems like there's no end to them. Only you, only you, only you. It spits its words, voice darkening by the moment. I counterattack on reflex, even though I could have kept evading it, no problem. I sidestep the beast's claws and kick its exposed belly with full force. It isn't much of a threat after all. The unknown beast rides on all fours, unable to get up. Grant.
おい、言葉がわかるなら答えろ。町をこんなにしたのはお前の仕業か。
That can't be possible. Most people would be helpless to defend themselves against this thing, yes. But there's only so much it can do. It wouldn't be possible for this thing to depopulate the entire town in the span of an hour. Grant.
わからねえやつだな。そんなこと聞いちゃいねえよ。俺はお前が何者なのかってことを。
Just as I'm about to say who you are, I realize that it's smothering everything around me. Will we see her? Will we see Best Girl? Mirad Malign's voices moan in unison. A swarm of beasts has overrun the park. Damn it, if there's this many of them, it would take them 20 minutes to clean out the entire town, never mind an hour. The snarling tsunami rushes in at me. It evokes the image of a corpse overrun by a hand, or a dead man dropped into the Buddhist hell of a mountain of needles. Those claws will tear me to ribbons. They'll skewer every inch of my body, from skull to my eyeballs. I press my hands together in prayer. There's nothing left I can do now. Our wish. So grant our wish. Ah, shut up. You're gonna kill me. Just do it already. You just keep you just keep flailing around like an idiot. You've got something to say, say it. If you've got something to say, say it.
わかりませんか？彼らは願いを叶えろと言っているのです。
Yay! Karen! I reflexively look up at the sound of a beautiful silver voice. In the midst of a savage sea that threatens to bury the world, stands a primordial figure. I know her. I know this woman. But that isn't for another hour from now. I feel vexed. It doesn't line up. Everything's shut off, even though everything's in place.
でもあなたは失敗した。まだここに来るのは早かったようね。
The horde of beasts closes in. Inescapable death approaches. Though even if I did run, it wouldn't change my fate.
消え去りなさい、罪人。あなたにはもうどこにも居場所はない。
The girl utters a final notice like a prayer. She closes her eyes, overjoyed. The chorus of beasts pulls Shirozemia's body apart. Ah, she disappeared. And so the proliferation of wickedness continues. The night of October 11th. Fuyuki City has come to its end under a mountain of corpses. Bad end, restart. Heaven's Field 5 and exit Heaven's Field 5. Yeah, so now that we've ended the first loop, we'll start again. And this time, we'll awaken up as... Ah, not even! Oh, I thought we would get... Ah, perhaps because we haven't talked to Lancer yet. Ah, I see. Okay. Go to school. Let's talk to Taiga.
おはようございます、藤村先生。
おはよう、みんな元気してる？
Yes! A casual greeting, unseemly for a teacher in the morning. Well, it's Fujine. It would be weird if she talked formally or something. Well, I don't know. I feel like when I was in high school, there were quite a lot of teachers that tried to be really outgoing and casual with the students. I feel it isn't a way that's completely unheard of for teachers to be.
止まらないんだけど、傾いてるのはちょっと。
何か困ってるの？シロ。
Fujine found me tilting my head. We're a teacher and student here, but homeroom hasn't even started.
いや、いつもの藤姉らしいなぁと。
むむむ。私が教師らしくないと言いたいわけね、エミヤくんは。
それほどじゃないけど。あ、特に困ってることはないです、今は。
We always see each other, so we know too much about each other's problems. I guess you could say it'd be an ideal relationship for an instructor and pupil. Really though, you'd call us more like siblings.
むむ。シロももっと真剣にならないとダメじゃない。
I mean, I know you're not technically siblings, but yeah. I believe there's a case to be made if she's your legal guardian now. That your bond goes a bit deeper than others, but well, there's not too much to to add to that, really. Don't know why I went on this weird tangent.
なんか俺に会ったか？
だって卒業までもう遠くないのにまだシロったらフラフラしてるじゃない。ダメよ、ダメだよ。先生としては心配で。
She sounds like she's lamenting her lot in life, but there's no actual bitterness. I guess that I guess that sense of casualness is why other students seem comfortable approaching her with their troubles.
シロももっと担任の先生を信用して相談しなさい。
今晩の晩飯のこととか？
お肉がいいな。こうね、ガッツにはね、やっぱりタンパク質と脂質よね。
This is what she's talking about first thing in the morning. And like a shadow, another makes his way past us.
おはようございます、くずき先生。
おはようございます。
おはよう。
Hey Kuzuki, how are you doing? The strict ethics teacher, Mr. Kuzuki, is here. Just as it's been said that Mr. Kuzuki is looked up to more by the upperclassmen. He's looked up to more by the upperclassmen. I'm starting to understand his charm as third year.
藤村先生、今月の予定に関してですが。
So, I've always felt that teachers like Kuzuki were the better teachers. Like, I don't really like the way you know, some teachers would try to be your friend or stuff like that. Like, I'm like, no, thank you. We're not friends. Like, you're my you're above me. You're the one teaching. Like, have some distance from the students. That's how I felt. Even up to when I went to university. I felt that teacher should be a bit more distant than with the students. Like, we aren't talking about becoming friends, and we won't. So, like, try to have some respect towards me. Now I don't know if that's the case anymore, because I know that the how do you say it? The average, well, not the average, but there was that current in education where they really wanted teachers to feel like a friend or something like that. Even when I went to school, it started, but now I believe teachers' authority has been really eroded, probably by that. And I don't know if, well, I haven't been into a class, a high school class, or even an elementary class or something like that in quite a while. But I don't think it's quite the environment to learn. Well, that's personally I feel. Perhaps I'm wrong about that, but don't feel like it'd be too productive in the sense of learning. That attitude of that casual attitude over that more stoic attitude. But let's continue nonetheless.
文化祭の準備と中間試験ですね。あと定例の教職会議がいつになってました？
今日の夕刻です。3年の進路指導のこともあります。
わかりました。進路は大変ですね。でも久月先生は教え子さんたちに慕われてますから。
A serious work conversation is happening here. I can't help but rub my eyes to make sure I'm not dreaming.
いいえ。藤村先生ほど辛抱を集められてはおりません。
そんなことないですよ。ほら、エミヤ君がそんなことないって顔してますよ。
Don't drag me into the conversation, Fujine. But she can't fool around like her usual self in front of Kuzuki.
くずき先生は真剣に頼れる先生だと思います。
そうか。信頼に応えられるよう努力しよう。では。
Mr. Kuzuki heads off into his classroom. Once his lean figure disappears down the hallway, the tension leaves my body, and Fujine slaps my shoulder.
いやね、もうシロったらいい子ぶって。
そういう藤姉だっていきなり猫かぶるなよ。というかやればできるんだ。
何よその言い方。まるで私がダメな子みたいじゃない。ダメな子？なんか女の子っぽい？
Just give me a second. I just wanna do this. Like this. That's. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's better. Would you say I'm some kind of troublemaker or problem child looking down on me like I'm a little girl? Who said that?
何よその言い方。
There you
ま
go.
るで私がダメな子みたいじゃない。
She really is emphasizing the girl part.
間違いなくな。ああ、そんなダメな子に育てられたんだから俺もダメな子なんだろうか。
Ah, yeah, that's true. All of Shiro's faults are yours now. Didn't raise him right, so it all lies with you. It seems like we used up the time before homeroom period.
あ、時間だ。シロはダメな子じゃないわよ。さあ、教室に行きましょう。
おう、今日は時間に間に合うんだ。
そりゃ
Oh. She yells out a weird yell and starts running. Hey, that serious teacher from moments ago seemed like a lie.
ほらほら間に合わないと遅刻だぞ、エミヤくん。
ダメな子とかそれ以前にあまりにも正体不明すぎる。
Do we go for Wakame or for Sakura? Well, I don't think we've... I know we had a scene with Sakura, so let's go see Wakame. Shinji? I don't know if something strange happened to him, but Shinji invited me to have lunch. It's sudden, but it happens a few times a year, so it's not that surprising.
いいけど俺弁当だぞ。シンジは購買行ってパン買ってくるか。
購買か。いや、安っぽい惣菜パンって気分じゃないね。学食か。いっそ外まで食べに行かない？
So, that's not what at all what he said. He said I'm not in the mood for bread, not cheap deli crap. I feel like deli in a school would be really good though. By out, he must mean the Miyama shopping district. It sounds reckless, but we should be able to make it by 5th period if we hurry.
たまにはいいかな。今日の弁当は俺が作ったもんだし、弁当は日頃のお礼を兼ねて後藤君にもらってもらえばいいし。
お、珍しく話が早いじゃんか。よし、その素直さに免じて今日はとっておきの店を紹介してやるよ。バイト先の近くに美味しいパスタ屋を見つけてさ。
So, Shinji doesn't strike me at all the kind to be the kind of guy that would be working part-time jobs.
また、シントまで行ってたら授業に間に合わないぞ。深山の商店街にしておこうぜ。
Yeah, he wants to skip.
そんなのサボっちゃえばいいじゃん。
I know, I
単
know.
に足りてるだろ。
He pesters me like there's no time to waste. I have my reservations, but there's something irresistible about the phrase good pasta. So I actually don't really like pasta food. I think it's pretty bland and forgettable. Do I like Asian pasta for some reason? I think it's because they usually put it in soup. and beef broth is one of my favorite things to eat. So perhaps that's why I'm better inclined towards Asian pasta than what I assume they're talking about, which is Italian or European pastas. Shinji, who is fussy about food, is going out of his way to bring this up. I might be able to discover a...
たわけ自分だけでは飽き足らず学友まで堕落させようとは見下げ果てたぞ待とう
Issei must have been eavesdropping on us as he swoops in with our conversation like an embodiment of justice. So I was gonna say that's not at all what he said, but then I also remembered... where was it? That's, yeah, probably insignificant, but... yeah, here. When he was talking about bread in Japanese, a funny thing is that Japan didn't have bread until the Portuguese arrived in Japan. So that's why pan, or ampan, is actually the Portuguese word for bread. And so is tempura, actually. They didn't have that here. That's an import from Portugal, I think. Read that.
なんだよリュウド僕たちがどこで昼食を取るかなんてお前に関係ないだろ部外者は黙ってろよ部外者は関係はある学友が悪友にいいようにたぶらかされそこを乱そうとしているのだ注意をするのは当然だろう大体だなエミヤと約束をしたのはこちらが先なのだそうだろエミヤ
悪い覚えがないけど
Though if Issei says so, it must be true. Lately, I can't remember things clearly. We must have made plans to the student council room in the morning. So that reminded me of like that trick that girls like you used to do when they're at a bar and someone hits on them. And they say like, oh, we're dating or stuff like that. When it happens, you're like always a bit caught off guard. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? That's what this reminded me of. But really, I don't remember anything.
空見たことかまったくどうせ断られるだろうと黙って聞いていれば強引なこと甚だしいさあ行くぞエミヤ今日はとっておきの茶葉を出そう信徒の炒めし屋など比較にならん
He pulls my arm and starts to drag me to the student council room.
はあ何言ってんだかねどうせ暇なら生徒会室に来いっていつものやつだろそんなの約束でも何でもないよいやむしろ命令に近いんじゃない予定がないときは生徒会室で昼食をとることなんて学則いつ作ったのさ生徒会長様はそんな学則など誰が作るか生徒会室での昼食は合意の上だエミヤからも言ってやれ今朝もきちんと約束をしたと
したっけ今朝
したホームルームの終わりに目がついたじゃんその後に俺が咳払いをすれば生徒会室エミヤが咳払いをすれば教室という決まりだろうね
He shakes his head. Sorry, I didn't realize we had such a rule for 3 years. I thought that he sometimes coughs unnaturally, but I see that's how he decided our meeting spot.
あのさ前からちょっと思ってたけど竜道って 紙一重？
失礼だ。たやすく突破しているお前に言われたくはないぞ。
Sparks fly from both sides. It's not showy, but it's still a tense battle. I even want to open my lunch and enjoy the show, but then I would be the only one to get full.
もしもし、二人とも。昼休みもそう長くないんで、決着は後にしてくれ。要するに、3人で学食行けばいいんだろ？シンジは外食を諦めて、一星は生徒会室を諦める。それで釣り合いは取れるよな。
Bad move, they're gonna turn on you both.
お断りだね。外に食べに行くったら食べに行くんだよ。ほら、おごってやるから行こうぜ、エミヤ。終わったらそのまま街に繰り出そう。今日さ、ちょうど西高の女の子と合コンの予定が。
わからんやつだな、マト。エミヤを悪の道に巻き込むなと言っているんだ。そんなに洋食が好きなら西欧にでも永住してしまえ。あとエミヤを合コンに誘うな。
It seems like my compromise won't work either. It seems like neither of them will budge even a micron to eat lunch with the other.
ああ、いい。好きにしろ。俺、学食で食べてくるから。
待てエミヤ。それではあまりにも情がない。ここはきっぱりと決断を下すのが友人としての責務ではないか。どちらかを切り捨てるのは主義に反するだろうが、今は鉄の誠意を見せるべきだ。
Well, he's already
同
done his
感だ
decision.
ね。竜道と意見が合うなんて吐きそうだけど、全く同感だね。ほら、さっさと教えてやれよ、エミヤ。一人で寂しく昼食を取るのはどっちかってことをさ。
じゃあ、一星。
Yeah.
なんでシントのパスタ屋だよ。その後に合コンだよ。僕から見てもイケてる女の子たちと夢の3時間だよ。こっちのが楽しいに決まってんじゃん。うわ、エミヤマジわかんねえ。
パスタ屋には興味があるし、合コンは苦手だけど割と好きだ。だけど最大の問題はだな。
We don't have time. I pointed at this class schedule. Yes, fifth period is our Fujinese class.
そうだな。少々残念ではあるが、実に学生らしい理由だ。エミヤはそうでなくてはならん。勝つ。
そういうわけだから、シンジもやめとけよ。生徒会室で一緒に飯食おうぜ。惣菜パンが嫌なら弁当を分けてやるから。
その必要はあるまい。あれほどの単価を切ったのだ。よもや校内で食事を取ろうとは思うまいよ。
So, deli bread. So, what's that? Is that like the bread we usually see in anime? Because when I hear deli, in my mind, it's kebab and Arabic street food. That's why I was a bit confused, and I still am now, about the deli portion here.
なあ、そうだろう、マット。
その通りだよ、竜道。頼まれたって生徒会室になんか行くもんか。いいさーだ。お前たちはいつも通り低俗で平凡な昼休みを過ごせばいい。けど勘違いするなよ。本当の勝者は誰なのかすぐに思い知らせてやる。
Ah, Shinji crying like that heals my soul. Shinji laughs as if he's crying and leaves. Oh man. I can't really tell myself, but I wonder if there was something wrong with my action and words.
なあ、一星。今の俺が悪かったのかな。
そうだな。マトウに同情はしないが、もう少し言葉を選んでくれ、エミヤ。 俺がマトウだったら間違いなく自決している。
I don't get Issei either. While he's saying he won't sympathize with Shinji, he has his hands together, giving a silent prayer at Shinji's desk. Lunch break ends and the bell rings. We finish eating our lunch at the student council room, and Issei and I get ready for the bell that signals class to start in 5 minutes. Shinji is nowhere to be seen, so it seems like he hasn't returned since then.
喉元過ぎればなんとやらか。こうなるとマトウに悪いことをしたな。特に今日のマグロカツは素晴らしかった。一切れぐらいは奴に味合わせてやっても。
Issei is not the only one who realized the abnormality. Everyone in the classroom is frowning and looking at the hallway, wondering what's going on. Oh, sorry. A circus-like clamor approaches. The ones moving through the hallway are Shinji and a bunch of first-year girls who seem to be surrounding him. All of them are holding their lunch and feeding Shinji while walking. Issei stands motionless, stunned. Shinji stops ostentatiously for a moment.
おや、そこにいるのは男だけで昼食をとる寂しい二人組じゃないか。どうかな？今日の昼食もどうしようもなく惨めだったかな？女の子の歓声はなかったかな？キャー、シンジ様素敵！あーんとかしてもらえなかったかな？
Issei's shoulders are shaking violently. For me, it's that fucking girl scream. Shinji's good mood is at its peak right now.
僕は最高さ。もう言語に絶するほど楽しかったね。残念だな。君たちにもこの楽しさを分けてあげたかったよ。
おのれ、本当に分かりやすいやつだな、貴様は。
うわ、逃げようみんな。あそこにいるのはジジブサい生徒会長だ。捕まったらセンスゼロのドレスコードを強制されるからね。
The Shinji daytime circus runs away down the hallway cheerfully. The way they run off almost seems rehearsed.
逃がすかまとう。エビア、藤村先生にはホムラハラの三大仏敵を始末してくると告げておいてくれ。
Issei jumps out into the hallway with incredible speed. Even then, he doesn't run in the hallway as is expected of the student council president. That's a walk that surpasses running.
痛み分けだ。
The 5th period's bell rings. There's 4 more months until graduation from today. Issei Ryudo missed class for the first time. Oh, no. But you know what they say, buddy? The first time is always the hardest. So we can go to work, but can we leave? No. We can't. We're stuck here. Let's go to work. It's time to go home. Do I go investigate the town at night? I don't think that changes anything, so we'll just sleep for today. If it does, let me know. Okay, so we're gonna go for Lancer if we see him eventually, because but no, we're gonna go for Saber. We're gonna go for Lancer because well, we want to go to get to KOIKOI, and I think we have to do a couple loops with Angra and Bazet before we unlock actual KOIKOI. So I think Lancer is one of the tags that lets us move forward. I was looking at the sea. Oh, that's Saber. I was looking at the sea. Saber says, as she looks back, there's nothing else to see. I came here on a whim, and the first person who I found was Saber. A white blouse and an ultramarine blue skirt, her shining golden hair. I could tell it was Saber right away, even from afar. Yet, I didn't even call to her for a while, even as I came close to her. This must not be her first time seeing the ocean. She's staring too far into the distance, so I can't help but think that. How stupid. Saber's hometown should be by the seaside.
この国の海は穏やかですね、シロ。
ああ、ここは内海だからな。遠くに行けばもっと荒い海もあるよ。
It would be grand if the waves surged on the cape like the black current of the Pacific coast or the rough waves of the Sea of Japan. Taking Saber to a place like that sounds like a dream.
私の故郷の海は風が逆まくと、まるで銭湯の白馬がたてがみを逆立てて走るようでした。あるいは白亜の岬の上から遠くの陸地を眺めれば、海霧の向こうに長く続く対岸が見えた。
So I've never been to Britain, or neither in Pas-de-Calais in France. I don't know if that's actually true, if you can see the land in the horizon from one of those 2 points. But I doubt it. Well, I say I doubt it. I doubt it a bit just because. Well, on maps are deforming the Earth when you look at them, but even so, it seems quite quite a distance when you look at one from Pas-de-Calais to England, and that's the shortest point, I think. So I don't know what. Or perhaps because she's technically closer to being Welsh. So is it referring to like one of the isles in between Britain and Ireland? Perhaps that's the case. So yeah, that would make sense, also because she's technically a Briton. Yeah. But I know that there are people who swim the channel, the English Channel, so perhaps it's not that big of a stretch to be able to see either the island or the continent from one of those 2 points. But let's continue on. Even though it's a calm sea of a warm autumn day, I can picture that scenery when Saber describes it. A more harsh and solemn scenery that isn't similar and can be seen from the ocean now. I glance at Saber's side profile. When she's talking about her hometown, she feels somewhat painful.
いつか私の国に平和が訪れれば、船に乗って異国の大地を見てみたかった。大陸から来る騎士たちの語るガリアの黄金の平原、エリンの民の住まうヒベルニアの緑の丘。
So that's Ireland, if I recall correctly. And gold is obviously France. So that's a funny thing. Technically, if I recall correctly, the Arthurian mythos happens either in we don't have a clear date, well, because it's mostly obviously fictional. But if it were to happen in reality, it's either, if I recall correctly, from the mid 5th century to the mid 6th century, and what's really interesting is that that's right. The from the 6th century to the middle, that's right in Justinian's reign. So possibly, possibly, we could have had Basilarius against against King Arthur. That's a possibility that could have happened. At least in the Fate world. That's yeah. That's that's quite the thought. Could have had Justinian's reconquest go right up, right up at Saber's doorstep, and even perhaps onto Saber's lands.
あるいは吟遊詩人たちの語る歌に編まれた遠い大地に私の旗を翻し未知の文物をこの目に収めたかった。
I have no words to respond with. Discussing an ending that couldn't be fulfilled is not my job right now.
そういうことを思い出していました。私は恵まれている。未練ではなく良き思い出としてこうして眺めることができるなんて。私はかつての国を思い、四郎のいる国で今も記憶をつなげている。
Sorry about that. I thought it ended right there. Saber turns around. The sea breeze flows through her arms as if to bless her.
この地は私を包み込むように暖かくていい。いずこの大地も住めば都と言いますから。
Yeah,
いつか四郎にも私の故郷を見せたいものです。
Yeah, home is where you make it. That's true. Can be anywhere.
たとえ時代は変わってしまっても、あの緑の丘には私たちが生きた時代の息吹が残っていると信じたい。
No, there's nothing. Even the place where they say that apparently King Arthur is buried. That's a myth, a fabrication, because that place was built in the 10th century. So that's obviously 500 years after apparently King Arthur's life would have taken place. A hope similar to envy. There's no words for me to say as usual.
シロ、どうしたのです？辛そうな顔をして。何かあなたを困らせるようなことを口にしてしまったのでしょうか？
そうじゃなくて、セイバーがそんな風に故郷の話をするのが初めてだったから。
The hometown that Saber talks about is scented like illusions and grass. I think hard about what kind of scent Fuyuki would give off when talking about it in another country as an example. That's weird. I have personally never talked about scents when remembering a place I've lived to. But perhaps that's also a scent, like the scent of not having any odor. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps it was if I was living in a smelly place. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps I would have some memories when talking about it.
故郷は遠くにありて思うものだったっけ？
誰の歌かは知りませんが、その郷愁はわかります。
I don't know either.
誰しも離れてみなければ自分がどこにいたのかはわかりませんから。
Let me know where that comes from.
ああ、それは。
I feel like I've heard something similar before. When you break something that you don't feel that attached to. you realize that something was important in exchange for mourning something that won't come back.
離れてみるまではわからないか。けど、なんていうかな。この町で育って、この町で暮らすのが当たり前すぎてさ。どこか遠くに行っても、結局はここが帰りたい場所のような気がするよ。
はい。その言葉にはシロのあり方を感じる。異国で故郷を思いながらも、あなたの心はこの町にあるのです。それが正しい。誰にとっても故郷とはそういったものなのですから。
I know to Saber's words. There's no one who wouldn't love the land they grew up in, even if they don't have any clear feelings of affection. That is a homing instinct that is incorporated with an unconscious foundation that's hard to go against. Yet, yeah, even so, there are some unique souls who hate their hometowns so much that they want to leave. Yeah. Speaking of personal experience there, buddy. Though I don't blame you. That place was probably hell on earth. It might be because of the strong sunlight. I feel like I'm getting a bit dizzy. Since Saber was at the port for once, I got caught in my thought thinking of something out of character for me, like about my hometown. Alright, for a change of pace. So that's clearly Angra that's talking right now.
そうだ、そういえば魚好きだよな。
ええ、特定のものを除けば好みですが、もしやシロ、ここの港には魚市場があると。
いや、さすがにない。ああ、でも秋の魚はいいな。サンマにユズ。
この国の情緒ですね。はい。
Thus, the next menu was decided. It would be good if there was some that were fatty, but well, any fish during the season would be good no matter what. After bringing out the flavor is up to the skill of the chef. And bringing out the flavor is up to the skill of the chef. However, it's only in times like this that there's no one fishing all day. It's only in times like this that there's no one fishing all day. Yeah.
期待しています、シロ。
Yeah, he's talking about because that's where we get the Lancer fishing scenes. But that sentence was a bit weird when I first read it. I don't know why.
ああ、尽力しますと。セイバーはどっか寄ってくところはあるのか？
いいえ、特にはありません。そろそろ戻りましょう、シロ。
I leave the port, being urged by Saber. The sea breeze pushes my back. The horizon in the distance. I wonder if the wind that blows from a distant foreign country crosses this country and eventually goes back to its hometown. Yeah, I would have translated that or written that. I would have put from a foreign land crosses this country because they're repeating country too much and it makes the sentence weird. Oh. I wonder what we got. So... Seven title? Yeah, probably. I just want to take a quick look, so... won't be too long. Let's go to illustrations. So that should be in gallery. Picture. Special. Oh yeah, so that's the final art that they put that. That's the, if I recall correctly, that's the Monogatari artist. I don't know who that is. And that's probably just a promo made by Takeuchi. Same here. Same here. Yeah. Another Ataraxia. Oh, it's probably this one we got. Yeah. So let's just continue. Sorry about that, I was just curious because I saw it pop and... So... Yeah, I want to cross the bridge. So we'll go for Lancer. Even though I really wanted to do Sakura. There's a familiar face at the port. While Lancer can show up anywhere, he's actually a regular with his hobbies in the afternoon like this. Now, what should I call him? What should I call out to him? How should I call out to him? Sorry. About the Holy Grail War. I need to check his intention first, after all. He is the type that falls clearly into combative among the servants. It's possible that he would gladly adapt to the current situation, always happy to fight anything.
あ？誰かと思えばセイバーのマスターか。俺も気を抜きすぎかね。一瞬誰かと思ったぜ。
So I see that he's smoking. Oh, let's see. What's the actual controls for hide window? So BS. I think that's backspace. Yeah, perfect. So I don't know if it feels weird having this image in high definition. Like I don't know why. Did they? No, I don't think they changed the cans. There's something going on with the image. I don't know why, especially with this lower portion here. Like, did they change the cans or something like that, or perhaps just because they're in high definition? I don't know, and I'm used to them being in standard definition. I don't know. There's something, but there's something going on. But it's nice to see that he's smoking. Keep it up, Lancer. That's gonna be good for your cardio. I'm sure of it. Letting my guard down, my ass. Despite stealthily approaching him, he noticed me from nearly 10 meters away, like it was nothing.
似合わねえからアサシンの真似事なんざするな。第一盗み取ろうにもまだ一匹も釣れてねえぞ。どうも今日は当たりが薄い。夕食の調達なら他を渡ってくれ。
Meh, that's rare for Lancer, who can survive anywhere, whether it's land, sea, or mountains, to be out of luck. No, that's not the problem.
夕食の調達ってなんでだよ。
そりゃお前のところに提供してるからだろう。夕方になると元気な姉ちゃんがやってきて、生きのいいやつちょうだいなんてバケツ一杯持ってくぞ。
それはご迷惑をおかけしました。というか、藤根の土産に魚が多くなった原因がこんなところに。世の中狭すぎる。
それが人の不思議ってもんだ。まあ、あの姉ちゃんそのものが不思議の塊だが。で、飯が目的じゃねえなら何しに来やがった小僧。
Ultimately, he is a servant, with business never far off. I thought he had become complacent with peace, since he had assimilated into city life more than Saber and the others. But of course, that's not really the case.
何しにって真面目な話をしに来たんだよ。ランサー、あんた今の状況をどう思ってる？
No, first of all,
どうしてまだこっちに留まっているんだ？
Lancer is Kotomine's servant. But Kirei Kotomine passed away half a year ago. Servants cannot exist if they lose their master. Therefore, it's odd that Lancer is here in the first place.
どうしても何もマスターと契約しているからだろ。ギルガメッシュの野郎はともかく、俺にはマスターなしで限界できる力はないぜ。
契約って、だって琴峰は。
死んでるな。確かに奴はくたばった。が、どういうわけだか契約は続いててな。俺もそのあたりは気になるんだが。ま、こうしてあるんだからいいじゃねえか。生きてることを悩んでもしょうがねえだろ。
Yeah, but you have a best girl to thank for it, so. So don't sweat it. She's gonna make you sweat eventually, but for now you can take it easy.
汝あるがままを行えってな。細かいことは気にするな。悩み事ってのはな、どうしてじゃなくどうやってにすべきだろう。
He said, what he said opens my eyes. His whole, I'm well aware that the current situation isn't normal, but what about it? I'm just me, so I'll do what I want mentality. Literally, he's telling me to let it be. His dauntlessness makes all my worrying seem inconsequential.
じゃあなんだ、あんたは琴峰がいないのに契約が続いているって状況を解明しようと思わないのか。
ああ、無理して調べる気はねえべさ。向こうから何も言ってこねえ限り気ままに過ごさせてもらうだけよ。
それは聖杯戦争についてもか。戦いが再開したことはあんたも感じているんだろう。
ああ、それね。確かにサーバントを倒さなければいけないなんて衝動なら湧いてきてるが、それだけだ。俺は中立ってところだな。あまり乗り気はしねえが、やるってんなら相手になるさ。
Lancer isn't lying. I'd have thought Lancer would be more spoiling for a fight, but even he seems apathetic about the situation. That's right. I'm the one who thought Lancer has assimilated more than Saber. I guess that means he's enjoying his life here.
そっか。ランサーにとっちゃもうセイバーもライダーも身内だもんな。
Well, he would be like fishing all day seems pretty nice actually. That's what all men want to do.
自分から殺し合うことはないんだ。
わけねえだろう。サーバントは全員敵だぜ。
He quickly answers. The same ruthlessness as when he nearly killed me half a year ago.
なんでだ。あんた誰とでも仲いいじゃないか。なのにみんな敵。
バカ。それとこれとは話は別だ。
Sorry about that. We'll let it.
なんでだ。あんた誰とでも仲いいじゃないか。なのにみんな敵だっていうのか。
So.
敵でも好きなやつは好きでいいんだよ。敵だから憎まなくちゃいけねえ理由なんてねえんだから。
My jaw drops. I was already amazed by how bold he was, but this blows me away on a whole other level.
参った。すごいなあんた。
小僧に褒められても嬉しかねえや。話はこれでしまいか。なら釣りに戻るぞ。そろそろ当たりが来る気配だ。
Lancer returns to fishing, as if nothing happened. I leave the port, satisfied with the answer I got.
あ、けどそれって。
Lancer said there's no need to hate enemies. These feelings and the battlefield are separate. But on the other hand, that means if Lancer were facing an opponent that was family or a loved one, he would still kill them without prejudice. Well, he did kill his son, so that's that. acquired Lancer's answer flag. So let's skip. We'll spend time, but I don't think there's anything new. Yeah. We'll go here, but we've already seen it, so we'll skip it. Roulette rotation. Yeah. I don't know why it's so hard. Do I? I'm so fucking dumb. I was clicking on the triangle, but the actual button is the bridge, which isn't a location apparently. It's just the switching between the two. Hey there. I forgot her name, but I really liked her scenes. What's her name? Yukika, I think. Saigusa? So today's club is the track and field club. I don't have any relation to the sports ground when I was in the Kudo club, so I don't really know how they're using it.
陸上部の練習ってあんなにハードだったっけ?
The first years cry out while they run like lemmings. The carnivorous beast chasing them off is Makidera. Why are you saying to the? Why are you telling them to die? Why?
遅れるぐらいなら前のやつを倒せ。負けこれすなわちスプリンターとしての死と心得るべし。
The self-proclaimed Black Panther, the girl that was born just to run, Kaede Makidera.
なんだ。本当に部活には熱心なんだな、マキデラ。
That aside, doesn't knocking down the runner in front of you also mean death as a sprinter too?
おや、誰かと思えばエミや何なし。
Yeah, that's a disqualification. I think it's even worse than finishing last.
見学か?
Yeah, sure. Oh, forgot your name. Himuro. When I turn around, I see Himuro standing there. Himuro is a high jump athlete, so she must not be in the sprinter group.
よ、邪魔してるぞ。ただの通りすがりだけど、気がついたら見学してた。
She doesn't strike me as someone who would be into. But she's doing long jumping. Whoops. Oh, what happened to the log?
見学は喜ばしいが、見て面白いものでも。いや、面白いか。あれは傍から見ている分には愉快な女だ。
But there's no log anymore. What's the button for the log? Sorry, sorry about that, but now it's driving me. I'm a bit concerned actually. So yeah, R. Let's go with R. No, there's no log. Oh, that's nice. This game is also falling at the seams. It seems like. Totally. Yeah, it's true. She's a fun girl to watch, Makidera. Our hearts are one under the Black Panther. But I was saying, I don't think... Hiro doesn't strike me as the type of girl that would be into athleticism. But I think it's because of the glasses and the Hime cut. I don't know, she strikes me... well, you shouldn't judge people by their looks, but she looks like a bookworm, and she kind of is. But wouldn't have pictured her to be into the... I'll say she does high jumps, but into the track and field club. Yeah, she doesn't strikes me as someone who's into it.
しかし、マキデラはともかくとして、ヒムロは走ったりしないのか？走り高跳びだって走り込みぐらいはするだろ
私は軽く済ませた。調整時期でね。今の時期あそこまでは走り込まない。
そうか。しかし、あっちはとんでもない練習量だな。1年生死にそうなんだけど。牧寺ってスパルタ？
I'm sorry about that. The first years that finished running the track look like they're about to pass out. They're jogging right now, but their steps are wobbly and uncertain. Yet, Makidera in the back is threatening the first years that they haven't trained enough, having them go round and round.
インターバルはあんなものだ。60秒切らねば意味がない。もっとも楓は根性論者だからな。あれは1年をギリギリまで追い詰める魂胆だろう。限界まで追い込んで絶望させるというのがあれの指導方針だ。
スパルタというより S の方だったか。
No wonder she throws hands before words. That wild animal fundamentally likes to use violence.
今年の1年は気の毒だな。あんなの俺だって値を上げるぞ。
そんなことはないだろう。スピードを維持できるかは保証できないが、あの運動量ではエミヤを根負けさせることはできないさ。
I don't know what she's basing that conclusion off of, but Himuro casually appraises my stamina. Kane Himuro, who is an ordinary person but not ordinary and has a personality that has more to it than meets the eye, suddenly.
で、先ほどの話なのだが、牧寺はサディスティックではなく、むしろマゾヒスティックだと思うぞ、私は。
I'm the one whose tongue slipped out, but what is this person saying out of nowhere?
マキちゃんって変態さんなの？
Yes! Yukika Saigusa. Okay, yeah, that's the name, Saigusa, Yukika Saigusa. Passing by with bad timing is Yukika Saigusa, the manager, unable to hide her surprise at her friend's secret. So, I would have pictured Himuro being the manager and Yukika being the actual high jumper. The one who does high jumps, but well, like they say, never judge a book by its cover.
かなりその気は。ご苦労様、ユキカ。
三枝先輩、こっちもお願いします。あ、うん、ごめんね。すぐ行くね。
Saigusa crosses the track while carrying a basket full of water bottles.
待った。手伝うぞ、私も。
俺も。
いいんです、エミヤくん。これくらい大丈夫ですから。
Oh well, Himuro is with her, so I guess it's fine. Besides, the track members would also get surprised if an outsider bought them water bottles. I don't know, not really, I don't feel like it.
よーし、各自ダウンして水取れよ。今のシーズン抜きがちだからな。気ぃつけろよ、よっこども。で、昼終わったらミーティングな。1へ集合。遅れたら遅れた秒数だけダッシュ追加でよろしく。さあ、イエスです。
What was that voice? The first years, who repeated sprinting and jogging over and over again, cry as they leave. She's relentless. If you did that much, you'd build stamina, whether you like it or not.
お疲れ様、マキちゃん。はい、これ。
おうおう、いつも精が出るね、ゆきっち。ヒムロは調整はどうだい？
悪くはない。
She jogs lightly with a water bottle in one hand and passes by in front of me. Her gaze crosses over me. I wonder if she thinks a rare visitor is here.
なんだ、エミヤじゃん。何してるの？
何言って。見ての通り見学だよ。
暇なんだな。
Oh, for real. And for real, that this was quite a short sentence for what the localization said. What the translation said. Got me a bit off guard. Usually it's the opposite, but whatever. What was supposed to be a patrol for the sake of looking for abnormalities in the town has become a stroll to find the good things in the town. This is also because I couldn't find any abnormalities at all.
じゃあそこの暇人、やることないなら我が部の役に立つのはどうや。
また何か壊したのか？
壊してない。先週鉄砲おかしくしただけ。
That's what you call break, but leaving that aside.
その鉄砲以外で何かあるのか？
ハードルの調整で渋いのが増えてきてさ。エミヤならちょっと直せるだろ。交渉次第でそれなりに報酬やるからさ、ちょっと考えてみて。
いいぞ、それぐらいお安い御用だ。
早っ、あと安っ。なんだよ、やけにあっさり引き受けるじゃんか。私エミヤのそういうところ信用なんないっつうかさ。
なら断ろうか？
Why? It's not like it's a school item, so whatever. It's not like you're giving him something that actually is important to you.
別にやってくれるならやってよ。いいよ、便利だから。
助かるな、エミヤ。礼を言わない楓に代わって礼を言おう。
エミヤ君にお世話になるから、お昼一緒に食べませんか？
何誘ってんだよ、ユキッチ。いいよそんなの。エミヤはタダがいいって言ってるんだ。いいか、そいつは無償奉仕大好き族と言って気を使われると逆に死んでしまうんだ。
What kind of creature is that? Yeah, exactly.
でもエミヤ君にそんなことお願いしちゃ悪くないかな。
エミヤ次第だな。まあその様子では昼の持ち合わせがあるようには見えないが。
ああ、昼はどこかで適当に食べようと思ってた。
Saigusa's face lights up. I can't find any reason to decline if she makes a face like that.
部のみんなの分のお弁当があったんですけど、休みの子がいてちょっと余っちゃったんですよ。エミヤ君、助けると思って食べてくれませんか？
オッケー。そういうことならありがたくごちそうになる。
I can also think of this as my compensation. If I get treated to lunch, then my motivation to repair the hurdles will also go up.
エミヤになんか食わせることないって。ブーブー。
Fuck you, Makidera!
牧の字なら昼は2人前まで、夜3人前までは平気だからな。
Makinoji? That's a reference to Sonoji, perhaps?
平気じゃねえよ。どこの日本妖怪だよそれ。
I swallow the truth that, while I can't imagine her actually eating that much, there are competitive eaters in the West who probably could.
いただきまーす。
Lunch begins. There must be no afternoon practice, as the three of them change before eating. Inside the aluminium foil are sandwiches of marinated salmon in a thick baguette. They said lunch, so I was expecting rice with colorful side dishes, but the content was rather light. Well, yeah, because if they are training, they can't eat an actual full meal. They have to eat something light, so as to not throw up on the field. It's true that you can eat fried things after exercising that intensely. It's a well thought out lunch, just what you'd expect from a manager.
どうぞ粗末なものですが。
粗末なもんか。ありがたやありがたや。でもエミヤはな、聞くところによると美食家らしいからな。
So, we still don't have the log. Well, they said, did they say marinated fish? That pickled fish, that's something that's quite good actually. So, pickled fish sandwich, yeah, that's probably all right. Amy is a foodie. Oh, yeah. I think you're underselling it, Makidera.
2年の魔導女が2日に1度の割合で重箱弁当を届けているという噂がある。
Since when has such a rumor started going around? Even though this is about myself, it sounds quite like a privileged lunch situation hearing it from other people.
重箱で？すごいな、マトウさん。私そんなに作れないな。
そんなわけで舌が肥えてるし、確かエミヤも料理するんだろ。気をつけろよユキカ。お昼次第ではおかみを呼べとかユキカに迫ってくるかもしれないぞ。
それはどこの文人の食通だ牧野氏。
Jeez, if I'm privileged, then the track and field club is also privileged. How could there be any complaint about this lunch? Saigusa's lunch may be plain, but it's thoughtfully made with the people who will eat it in mind. Even for Tosaka, who splurges on things, I'm sure she would be moved by Saigusa's consideration.
よしよし、ユキッチ、そうなったら私が究極のメニュー対決で応援してやるからな。何？京極の旦那さえ抑えておけば大体勝ちさ。
私は面目ない。料理では役に立てない。
So, that Ramses reference, I'm pretty sure wasn't there in Japanese. But I can actually go back and look because there's no log anymore. We're in uncharted territory now. Can play back, can read back. It's over. It's fucking over.
でもエミヤくんは美味しそうに食べてくれるから大丈夫だよ。
He says it's good, so it's not like it's good. It is. I look up, hearing my name.
あれ、行儀悪かったか、俺。
そうじゃない。エミヤがいい笑顔で食べてくれるので嬉しいとユキカは言いたいのだ。
いい笑顔って、そりゃ美味しいものを食べてたら自然と頬が落ちるだろう。
よかった。あ、ヨーグルトもありますからどうぞ。
エミヤのお眼鏡にかなってよかったなユキカ。こうなると魔導城の弁当よりエミヤの弁当というのも興味あるな。
エミヤの弁当ね。でもエミヤが弁当を食べてるとこ見たことないぞ私。
生徒会室で竜道くんと一緒にいるんですよね。
Yeah, exactly.
寺の子の食事は肉分が少ないからな。さしずめ、エミヤは生徒会長にとって救いの天使というところだろう。
うわ、何そのフレーズ。何がびっくりってはずいフレーズなのに全く違和感ねえのがすげえ。
It's a bit sad that I can't argue back. But Issei is a growing boy. With a lunch of only greens, he'll faint from being out of fuel when having a duel against his mortal enemy, Tosaka.
で、その竜道に与える弁当はうまいのか？生徒会長が癖になるほどスペシャルなのか？うちのユキッチが一勝したりいっぱいしたりを繰り返すほどアルティミットなのか？
味はそれなりだと自負してるがな。 俺のは基本的に余り物だからスペシャルなんてもんじゃないぞ。だいたい男の弁当が女の子の弁当に勝てるわけないだろう。
It's not about how presentable it is, but how the existential value itself is completely different.
そうかな。男の子ってあんまりお弁当を作らないから、エミヤくんはやっぱり特別だと思うけど。
希少価値で言えばそうだよな。でも食べるのがエミヤと竜道だけじゃな。陸上部みんなのアイドル、我らがユキッチの敵じゃないっつうか。
いや、エミヤの昼食なら遠坂城も食べているはずだ。
So I know she's like, she likes to stalk people, but it really shows now.
前にエミヤの弁当箱を机に入れていたのを見たことがある。
I almost struck on a piece of my baguette. Kanehimuro cannot be underestimated, and Rin Tosaka isn't careful enough. I don't make making her lunch, but I told her to properly hide it.
なんだと遠坂のやつ、そんなところまでエミヤに許してるっていうのか。あいついくら楽するのが好きだからってそんなことまで。なんだよ、それじゃあエミヤと遠坂付き合ってるみたいじゃんかよ。
牧野氏、みたいではなく付き合っているのではないかね、この二人は。認めねえ。あの高慢チキでゴーつくばりな女にこんな海外しヘルパーつくもんか。
Big-headed girl.
遠坂みたいな女に友達はできん。いたとしても利用する気満々の私ぐらいだ。しかしだな、現実問題として遠坂城は週に2回はエミヤ印の弁当箱を持ってくるのだが。
The Emiya symbol? What the fuck is that? what the fuck does that mean?
それならエミヤを色仕掛けとかでダメにするの。言うなればくそー、なんて言ったっけな、そういうの。はい、ユキッチ。
私？多分骨抜きじゃないかな。
それだ、100人から先は覚えていない。よし、ほらエミヤくん、あげたくないけどここに私のヨーグルトもあるよ。
Did you just say that you would entrap people? you would honeypot people with food if you could. Why are you doing that to him now?
食べれ。
いいよ、さっき三枝さんからもらったから。
私の魅力ではなびかるというのか。いいじゃんよ、プルーンだよ。あんま美味しくないけど食べてくれよ。
ダメだよマキちゃん、そんなせかしちゃ。
ユキか、牧寺の心境も少しは察してやれ。哀れな。
Something must have pushed Makidera's buttons. Well, Himuro must be the one who pushed them, but it seems like all the damage will fall onto me. It's time for me to leave soon. Yeah, let's retreat. They treated me to lunch, so I should return the favor soon.
じゃ、俺はそろそろ失礼するよ。三枝、どうもな。サーモンとパン、どっちも美味しかったぜ。
はい、お粗末様です。
牧野氏の遠坂絡みのことは気に病むな、エミヤ。
やっぱり目障りだ、エミヤ。
It's a bit much, don't you think, Makidera? Now, I should roll up my sleeves and get to work. I need to get lubricant, spray, and grease from the toolbox in the storage room for repairing the hurdles. I was like, where the fuck do you need lubricant for for cooking for? What the fuck are you talking about? But glad I was wrong. So, oh yeah, perhaps we should talk to Karen also. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, I spot a delinquent heroic spirit squatting in front of the church.
何してるんだランサー。もしかして日向ぼっこか。
んな趣味はねえよ。追い出されたから花壇に水やって道に水まいてやることがなくなったからほうけてたんじゃねえか。
That's what society's called sunbathing. His way of sunbathing might be on the level of being cooked on the beach like an iron griddle. He's tall enough to beat Archer. No, not really.
追い出されたってなんでさ。なんか誰かいるのか。
ああ、誰か来た。ただの客か、琴峰の後釜か。やぼったい僧侶の格好していたからな。教会の人間なのは間違いないんだろうが。
I don't think Karen dresses unfashionably. I think she's quite fashionable, and I also don't think her outfit is a good church outfit. Oh no, sorry about that. Yeah. She's talking about yeah. She has two outfits actually. I'm fucking dumb. I forgot about it. And I also want to say that no, he's not tan at all. He's fucking lying. He's not as tan as Archer is.
教会の人間。そいつがあんたを追い出したのか。
Yeah, because the outfit we've seen her, and she's mostly depicted, being depicted in is actually her battle outfit. So yeah, I'm dumb. I forgot she has an older outfit. How could I do my girl so dirty like that?
そうだよ。調べ物があるんでしばらく席を外してくれと。なんでか苦手なタイプでな。ま、ほっとけばすぐに帰るだろうから、こうして暇つぶししてんのよ。
Lancer grumbles in dissatisfaction. But it's unexpected. To think there's someone that this man isn't good with, despite talking to Saber and Ryder familiarly.
ランサー、中入っていいのかな。
Yeah, you should.
いいんじゃねえか。俺は門番を任されたわけじゃねえし。
We get to go inside? Lancer is apathetic. He must have gotten tired of sunbathing. I wave to Lancer, who starts to water with the watering can in one hand and open the door of the church. We get to have a Karen scene. This soon, actually. There's no one in the chapel. The priest that welcomed me here half a year ago is still missing since that battle.
なんだよ。誰もいないじゃないか。
I look around the courtyard, the stairs leading to the basement, the stairs leading to the second floor, and Kotomini's room, but the church is completely empty.
ランサー、誰もいないぞ。裏手から帰ったんじゃ。
Lancer is also gone. He must have noticed the futility of devoting oneself to watering and gone back to the park in front of the station. The watering can has been left in the square. This is also experience. I water the flowers with the flower left in the watering can and also leave the church. No, come back! Go! Come back! Go talk to the best girl! Yeah, it's past dinner. We'll go sleep for today. Going to town. There's nothing here. Ah, hey, Caster. Ah, Why can't I click on you? For some reason. She's in highlight. I arrived at the mountain gate of Ryudo Temple. After climbing the long stone stairs.
おはようございます。
Hey there, Caster. I come across someone sweeping the base of the gate. I don't understand if it was one of the monks, but it's Caster. Her hood is off. How sketchy. What is she up to sweeping in broad daylight?
あら、坊やじゃない。今日は何の用なの？
I saw those ear wiggling.
掃除するんだな、あんたも。
I can't contain my surprise. Why are you doing her like that? She just wants to be a housewife. Don't do her dirty like that. Of course she's gonna clean and do chores and cook. But maybe it isn't that surprising. She lives here after all.
ええ、境内から少しきれいにしておこうと思ってね。何か文句があるの？
その格好で掃除をしているのは、いや、いいのか。
Yeah, you should do it in your other outfit. It looks really good on you. You could wear something else, like your casual clothes. That would look normal enough. Right now, she's giving off the vibes of a temple family member doing chores.
何か文句があって？
Ah, we still don't have a log. It's so over. Won't be able to go back. I'm gonna get mistaken and mistaken again.
いや、そういえばここには門番がいるんじゃないのか？あいつに掃除をさせるとか。
Without a way to fucking correct it. It's so over. We're so done. Assassin is supposed to be here too, isn't he? Caster heaves an exaggerated sigh.
あの男にそんな海外視差があれば、こんな苦労はしていません。
暇そうなのに。
ええ、暇ですとも。なら掃除くらいはしなさいと何度も言っているのですけどね。あのただ飯ぐらい口だけは達者なんだから。残念ながら好みは霊体、自力では肉体を持てぬ。なるほど、掃除か。命じられれば異論はないが、それはお主の流儀から外れるのではないかな。私の実体化にかかる魔力量とお主自身がほうきを握る魔力量、どちらが大きく力を使うか言うまでもないと思うが。
Allez, assassin. The bum life is for you indeed.
ですって、どう思う坊や、この物言い。
Look at her face. Look how cute she is. When she's mad. Sounds like she's having problems with the health. The assassin's excuse was ironclad too. Despite appearances, Caster is a genuine, old-fashioned mage who makes Tosaka look like a dilettante. Like a dilettante. That's a word I've never seen before. Neither in English nor in French. She's economical and won't spend any more magical energy than necessary to advance her strategic plans, especially not on something as wasteful as materializing as whole servant just to sweep the floor.
もっと物分かりのいい素直な少年霊を呼ぶべきだったかしらね。坊やくらい。
Yeah, you should have summoned the archer. He would have gotten those stairs cleaned up right away. Caster eyes me up and down. Wow, that certainly gives me chills.
料理ができて、掃除洗濯も得意な、そんな子を使い魔にすればよかったかしら。
そりゃどうも。
I'm not sure if she's complimenting me or teasing me for being completely useless as a mage. I have a feeling it's both. Suddenly, she shoots an annoyed glance up at the gate.
聞いているのでしょ、アサシン。
assassin's reply without revealing himself.
あなたのことを話していたのですよ。日がだ一日ぐうたら寝てばかりのあなたよりもこの坊やの方がよほど役に立つと言っているのがお分かり？
それは結構。本来刀持ちなど役に立つべきではなかろう。畑を耕し麦を育てる腕こそが真の侍。いや、そこな少年が私より役に立つというのは誠のことよ。
Stop it, assassin. You're gonna unload all your work onto me. Stop it, stop it. Kojiro's lazy voice stands off against Gaster's prickly temper. Are those two really master and servant? I'm not sure anymore.
それでもというのであれば、そら霊樹でも使って私に命じてみるか。いい顔だ。久しぶりにそなたのそのような顔を見たぞ。最近のそなたは幸福に緩んでいて面白くないと思っていたところだ。
Kojiro is making fun of her. I always knew he had a fairly sarcastic attitude, but I didn't expect him to push her buttons this much.
構いません。あなたは門営としての役目を果たしなさい。元よりそれも満足にこなせなければ、今度はこの掃除場に格下げよ。
うん、誠心誠意励むとしよう。
Kojiro's remarks stop. I couldn't get a word in between them.
そういうことよ、坊や。アサシンのことは分かったでしょ？
Yeah, he's a bum.
随分と。手伝うか？
I offer my help, curious what she'll say. Maybe that surprised her.
前からそうだとは思ってたけど、空気の読めない坊やね。私の手助けをしたら、私をことさらに敵視するセイバーが焼くわよ。
別に庭掃除を手伝ったくらいじゃセイバーは怒らない。この石段でも下まで掃除するのは手間だろ。だから。
She really could use the help. I don't really have anything else to do, so who can blame me for offering? Gaster sighs again.
あの小娘も便利な門弟を手に入れたものね。
小娘って遠坂のことか。そりゃあ俺は遠坂にこき使われているけど。
ま、お断りしておくわ。あなたと一緒に掃除しているところを一星君に見つかればまた口論になるでしょうからね。
そっか、残念だ。
坊やじゃ仕方ないわ。これが宗一郎様と一緒なら随分と風情があるのでしょうけどね。
Mr. Kuzuki doing chores. That's actually pretty easy to imagine him, stoically sweeping. Together, they embody the image of a picture-perfect traditional couple. A dry chuckle comes from the top of the gate. Oh, she's gonna get mad.
何を笑ってるの、アサシン。
何？それだ、それ。宗一郎様、宗一郎様とあの男にのろけるそなたを見るのがいささか心苦しい。だからな、私はここにこもっているのだ。
減らず口よ。のろけですって？宗一郎様を誹謗する物言いは許しませんよ。
いやいや、主への使い方も満足に知らぬ風来坊ゆえな。主の主などにはどのように振る舞えばよいものか見当もつかぬよ。
降りてきなさい、アサシン。この際ですからあなたに言っておきたいことがあります。
ほう、構わぬが、それではそなたの掃除の手が留守になるぞ。
その後であなたにはこの門だけでも掃除してもらいます。こんなことをする時間が惜しいほど私は忙しくてよ。まだ本堂の雑巾がけも残っているんですか
今日は大掃除の日なのか
It can be easy maintaining the entire temple. I'll get a hold of Isail later and clean the place together.
早く降りてきなさい。
Yeah.
せかすな
That reminds me of the Carnival Phantasm clip where she runs after her assassin with her broomstick. I'll just get in the way if I stay here. I give a small bow and head onto the temple grounds. And with that, we're gonna call it a day. Sorry about that, it was a pretty short episode too. But because I messed up at the beginning with my stream. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. It's really gonna help me out. And see you next time. Friday, yeah? We're gonna play, we're gonna continue Expedition 33. So I hope to see you there if you're interested.